Hey, this is John Carlos, and if you've been meaning to watch Captain America Civil War but you haven't quite gotten around to it yet, you probably shouldn't have clicked on this video because it's kind of a spoiler. This is my review of the Target exclusive Funko Pop of Armless Winter Soldier. So this pop obviously depicts Bucky after his arm has been blown off by Iron Man in the climactic fight of Civil War. And I gotta say, I think it's awesome and kind of messed up that Funko made a pop of this. Awesome because it's so scene specific, but messed up because, man, that sucks for Bucky. And having that in pop form, you know, is just kind of, well, kind of like surprising at first to see it in stores. But I'm glad they made it because I think that's cool and kind of twisted. Anyway, the body appears to be the same body that they used, at least the chest and legs, from the normal Civil War pop, which I don't have, but as far as like artwork goes, you can tell it's the same legs. But they added a different right arm and left nubbin because the original pop was holding a gun. The details on this pop look pretty good as far as like his outfit. The details on the back, let's see here, you can just see like the use of different black, the main black and then like a glossy black for the rest of it. So I like the contrast of the two blacks. Silver paint is pretty good as far as like the buckles on his little shoulder thing goes, the little thigh holster there. But I like the lines on this as far as like his pants, the little textured lines on his sleeves and on his chest. I dig that. I like his hand in that kind of open palm position. I think it looks good. But what I really dig is the arm. And it's got this little kind of jagged little line. You can see the little silver line from where it used to. I mean, they still have the lines from that are kind of grooved into his arm, but obviously it cuts off. The star is pretty well painted on mine. I saw some in stores that looked a little bit better, but this was the best one I saw overall. Be on the lookout for silver paint on the gun in that holster. I saw a bunch in stores with silver paint bled onto the holster instead of just staying right there on the gun handle. But overall, this body looks good and it has a pretty good paint job. Where the paint job gets really hairy is on the hair and face on this pop, if you care about that sort of thing in stores. I mean, even mine, you can see here the eyebrow paint's really wonky. But this is the only one I saw out of 5 where the eyebrow connected all the way to the hair. A lot of them, they stop short. A lot of the ones, the eyeball paint bled onto the hair. This one, the hair bleeds onto the eyeball, which, you know, isn't the worst thing in the world. I saw some that were way worse that had weird gaps or bled into weird directions. Also, some didn't have fully painted face paint area because the base of it is a brown vinyl and they painted the face on, and some bled onto the hair, some didn't connect all the way. I don't know, there's some iffy paint jobs out there if you care about that sort of thing. But the actual sculpt of this, I really dig his hair, the way they sculpted it. It looks great. And for the most part, my face is decent as far as like it's blemish free, because I saw a bunch that had like little dirt droplets and whatnot on them. Of course, I couldn't see in the packaging this right side here, because you can never see the right side of the figures, that little gloppiness there. But whatever. That's nitpicking. That's petty nonsense. Just look at this thing standing here on the shelf. Well, the tabletop. Whatever. It looks cool, right? Like, I dig this. I think it's a fun, unique, exclusive variant. I think it's actually cooler than the main Bucky one, because personally, I already have the Winter Soldier version of Winter Soldier. You know, from the movie Winter Soldier. I think this is a fun version of the Civil War version. It's very scene specific. It's unique. I dig it a lot. I think it looks cool. So thanks for watching, everybody, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.